All right, guys, today we're comparing data sets. We're going to first be looking at sugar distributions in boxes of cereal. Just quick explanation of what these dots mean on the dot plot. So for example, if I zoom in into the first distribution, let's look at this column right here with the nines, right? What that means is that there are 5 different boxes of cereal. If I count those dots, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there are 5 different boxes of cereal that have 9 grams of sugar per serving. This column means that there are 3 boxes of cereal that have 6 grams of sugar per serving. So you just want to kind of make sense of what those dot plots actually mean. Today's goal or today's lesson is about comparing these dot plots. So the first one, we're just going to look right now just at the mean and the median of all 8 of them, right? That's all this first video is, just kind of observing what the mean and the median, how far apart are they, or how close they are together. So this first distribution, we can see that the mean and the median are actually very close to each other. This second distribution, we can see that they're actually starting to get further apart. The mean is here, the median's over there. They're about 1 gram apart. And look at the difference in shape between the first distribution and the second distribution. We're going to learn about that more in a little bit. The third distribution, not too far apart, but we can still see that they're not exactly the same. Here's the mean and there's the median. Sugar distribution 4, we can see that they're almost exactly the same, and that distribution looks very similar to the first one when they're almost exactly the same. Almost done with this first video. Sugar distribution 5, let's go back to the top, sorry. We can see that they are also exactly the same here, almost the same. That distribution looks a little different, but you can tell it still forms like these symmetrical kind of curves, if you will. We're going to go over that in a second. Distribution 6, they're not that close together anymore. They're a little further apart. So that data looks a little different, the shape of it. Distribution 7, they're pretty far apart. And look how far spread out that data is. So keep that in mind. And distribution 8, the mean and the median, again, are a little further apart. And again, look how far apart that data is spread out. So what we want to do in the next part, which I will post in the next video, is we actually want to make observations about what happens to the shape of the data when the mean and the median are really close to each other, and what happens to the mean and median when they're not so close to each other. So that's the first video, and I will post the next video to talk about that.